Hi, welcome to Tech Trick Tutorial. Today we're going to show you how to use Midjourney version 5, full beginner's tutorial. It's a step-by-step beginner guide for everyone to follow easily. If you find this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Now let's get right into it. Now in today's video, I'm going to teach you how you will be able to utilize and use version 5 effectively. So, the first thing I'm going to teach you is how to access the version 5. Now to access the version 5 or any version of Midjourney available, all you need to do is to type in dash dash v space. Now remember, the space is very important, and then type in whatever version that you would like to use. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, or the version 5, which is what we will be using in today's video. Now, I will also be teaching you how you could use a shortcut on how you will automatically have the version 5 on every one of your prompts. As you can see here on our example, it is already on this section over here of our prompt. So I'm going to teach you that. Now, what you're going to do to be able to have a shortcut is simply type in slash settings, click on enter, and by doing this, you will be able to view and adjust your personal settings, meaning any prompt that you enter will be adjusted through this settings over here. And as you can see, I have the version 5 of Midjourney selected over here. We have the version 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.1, the Niji version, 4 and 5 over here, and the styles over here. Now, as you can see, the current suffixes are dash dash s 750 and then dash dash v 5. Now, the S750 indicates that the style to be used for the image that we will be asking Midjourney to produce is very high. And then for the version 5, the V5 over here, it's going to appear here because we have selected the version 5 of Midjourney over here. Now we could reset this, and as you can see, there will be no suffixes available over here. But if you choose version 5, it will appear over here. And then if you choose style that is very high, meaning there will be a lot of details on your output, it will show the S750 over here. So let's try this out. We're going to enter a random prompt for now, slash imagine, and then let's say a cloud as a bed for a giant woman in the sky. And this is our example prompt for now. We're going to click on enter, and as you can notice, we didn't type any of this prompt over here, any of the suffixes, but it was automatically added. As you can see here, all we did was type a cloud as a bed for a giant woman in the sky, and it added this suffixes, extra suffixes into our prompt without us typing it. So that's one way of how to access Midjourney version 5 very easily. Or if you don't want to do this, you can simply type the V5 every time you would like to enter a prompt and would like to use the version 5. And this is just a quick tip, a very good tip to be able to save your time and effort of typing the version 5. And as you can see here, we're going to check out our output over here. Now, the difference between the version 5 and other versions is that the version 5 has higher image quality. It also has an unopinionated mode, so meaning whatever you type in your prompt, it will take that as your output, and it will not add any feature or extra thing on your output. All it will do is produce an image based on your output strictly. That is what unopinionated means. Opinionated means that it will add extra features, and some versions, which is like the version 4 or the version that are lower, it will add more details even though you haven't asked those types of image into your design. And as you can see here, this is our output over here. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 outputs over here. I think the most accurate one that we have requested Midjourney to produce is the version 1 and the version 4 over here. Nonetheless, it was very high quality, very good with details. As you can see here, there's a big difference. You could see the difference between the light and the dark sections over here, like the shadows over here. That's the difference between the version 5 and the other versions that we have. Now I'm going to teach you how to effectively use the version 5. Now we're going to use a basis or like a template on how to generate an amazing Midjourney version 5 output. Now we're going to use this template over here, which is the Midjourney version 5 stock template. Now for the early bits, the first thing you're going to have to type is your subject. Now keep in mind, you have to add a lot of details, as much details as you want, as accurate as possible, and as direct as possible. If you enter a very vague or a general idea of what you want Midjourney to produce for you, it will have a hard time and maybe not even produce the idea that you're trying to create. So you're going to have to be direct and precise with your prompt entering. So as you can see here, the first thing you're going to have to do is enter a subject. And then for the middle bit, you're going to have to enter details of surroundings like the environment, what the character is doing, what the subject is going to do, stuff like that. You're going to have to enter it in the middle bit after your subject. And then your stylization, or like the style that you would like to go with. You could go to Midjourney over here and look through the different outputs that is present over here. And you could copy the style that you have seen over here if ever you want to copy a style. For example, this one over here. You could use the code over here or the prompt used by the different users to create your style that you would like to use. And this is what we're going to show you in a bit. So we're simply going to copy this, going back here. We're going to think of a subject first. So we're going to type in imagine, think of a subject. Let's say a girl or a woman model. Then we're going to have to add some details. Wearing blue shirt, and then let's say red hair, and then with freckles. Now this is our subject. Now we're going to add our environment. Let's go with the cloud once again. Standing on top of a golden cloud in the sky. Now this is our environment. Now let's go with our subject over here. This is our stylization or media type, or you could say an artist. For example, Michelangelo, and it will enter you, or it will produce you an output that is painted by Michelangelo. So let's go here on our showcase and look for a style that we really like. For example, this one over here. We're simply going to copy the prompt used by the user, just like that, and then we're going to paste it over here, and then we're simply going to edit it a bit, and we're going to remove this subject over here, and let's go with the ultra realistic, photorealistic, cinematic light, and realism and HD over here. That is the extra prompt or extra style that we are going to be used. And then for the last bit, we have the parameters. Now remember earlier we added or did the settings over here, so we no longer need to do any types of a parameter on the end, which is we can simply click on enter, and it will automatically add the version 5 and the S750 over here. Now there are other parameters that you could use, for example aspect ratio, chaos, and all of those things, and you could use those as well. The difference is you would have to type them instead of what we are doing here on the settings, because it is not available. So you're going to have to type them individually and manually. So we're simply going to wait for our output over here, and let's see what our version 5 model or version 5 image will be produced. Now you don't need to follow the model or the subject that I have used. The subject depends on you. You could use a cat, you could use a dog, you could use whatever subject that you would like to have. For this example, we're just going to use a woman model wearing a blue shirt over here as an example to show you how amazing the version 5 of Midjourney is. So let's give it some time. It's almost done. And as you can see, this is our image over here. Very high in details, especially the third one and the fourth one over here. I really like the third one and fourth one. So we could upscale both of this and have this as an example of how amazing version 5 is. And we're simply going to wait and see the upscale version over here. And as you can see, this is our version number 4 and version number 1. Very high in details. And that's it, guys. That's how you will be able to use the version 5 of Midjourney. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.